This is News Tower. It's a Tycoon game that is releasing into 1.0, overwhelmingly positively reviewed on Steam. And now we get to build up our very own newspaper, the Potato Times, from nothing. And hopefully, over the course of time, we are going to develop and build a massive, gargantuan, big skyscraper up into the New York skyline. Now, we start with 20,000 bucks in the bank. We have until Sunday to publish a newspaper. Thankfully, we are paused at the moment, so we can build out a little bit of infrastructure. But yeah, we're going to be exploring what this world has to offer and see what's happening. Right. So first things first, we've got a little bit of build out to undertake. There's a telegraphing station, a reporter desk. We're going to get this built, a typesetting desk, assembly table, resupply desk, a whole bunch of other stuff. We, very importantly, need to make sure that we actually build out the infrastructure needed to print a physical paper, and we can do that with a printing module. But there's a whole bunch of other considerations that we need to consider as well, such as temperature, such as noise. There's a whole bunch of stuff that we're going to need to consider. I'm going to add a floor. Let's get that added for $1,000. 2,500 for another floor. Yeah, I think we'll start with 3 here. I think we're going to try and get the paper printing operations. I mean, do we want them to be on the top floor? Do we want them to be on the middle floor? Do we want them to be... Where do we want them to be? I think we'll start here. Let's do that. So one paper printing module, a second printer module up here as well. We'll maybe separate things just a little bit. And then we need to add a printer belt between here to here. Cracking. And a printer input module and a printer output module. Do we need to have the printer input module? Yeah, we need to have the printer input module between these different places. So let's move you over there. Let's move you over there. Let's have a printer input module here. Let's have... Nope. Let's have a belt. There we go. Between here and here. And an output module right over at this side. And with that, we link up to there. And boom, that is a full printer setup. It did cost me, like, quite a lot of money. And believe it or not, we can't actually buy more of these page printer modules. But we'll get to that in a little bit. Right, what I'm also going to do is I'm going to set up a bunch of other infrastructure for my journalists, typesetting desks, assembly tables. And then we will see if we can try and properly start things and get exporting, exploring, printing, and all of the other stuff. Infrastructure has been built out. What have I got going on? Well, let's break it down, and as we break it down, we will hire some employees. Down in the bottom left-hand corner here, I have got 2 reporter desks. What we can do is we can assign different people to work here. They have all got different specialty reporting subjects and some traits. Resilient, concentration recovers faster, you're good at the economy, you're good at entertainment, and you're good at society. Okay, congratulations, you've been given the job. Let's see if we can try and find some complementing skills. Crime, politics, and sports will get you to become our other reporter. Congratulations. Over here, we've got a resupply desk, which we can use to resupply different bits and bobs. There we go. We also have a sweeping station. We will get Nancy Fitzgerald. Congratulations. And we also have a washing station. Nancy Brown, congrats, you've got the job. We've also got the toilet in here. Maybe we don't necessarily want to have that there. But what specifically I'm looking to do is kind of... it's this button. Here we go. I'm kind of trying to hive away some of the smells. So by putting a wall in here, see that? We can kind of like adjust how smells and noise, etc. So noise is coming... No, it's so noisy up on the top floor, it's actually coming down the stairs. So the stairs travel between the... Yeah, there we go. The stairs literally travel down like so, and the noise is coming out on the bottom. We ideally want people to be working with as little noise or as little temperature, you know, extreme temperature, etc. as we possibly can. But it just so happens that whatever floor we put the printing press on, it is gonna be loud. Is gonna be real loud. Either way, let's continue on. So we've got the reporters who are going to be getting the stories. The telegraphing station is that point of ingress into the newspaper, so hopefully we're going to be able to discover some news. I'm also thinking that, I mean, the telegraph machine is loud by default, which is why I've kind of put it all the way over here. It is still quite noisy outside, so I think we'll maybe see if we can try and nab a door. And what we can also do is we can also get a whole bunch of, what are these, comfort stations, and these will allow us to, for example, if we place a small plant on the desk, it will actually adjust. You can just see there, it will adjust the noise volume. Red apple painting. Boom. Let's do that. That's great. A clock. That makes it more comfortable. So that's what we really want to aim for. Now, I don't have an unlimited amount of money, so let's not maybe do that quite yet, but the thought process is there. We want to get to comfort levels. That is fine. So the assembly table. Assembly, very, very important for assembling the newspaper. Time it takes to produce an item, 9 hours. We'll see what that means in just a second. And then we also have the typesetting desk, and we will get you. Congratulations. So I've tried to hire the best staff, roughly, but I guess we will see if it all ends up working out. Let's unpause and see what happens. So, first things first, what happens? We are going to see the telegraph operator do a little bit of telegraph operation. Very important, by the way, to keep an eye on the current day of the week, because we need to produce a paper, a full paper for Sunday. We have 0K subscribers at the moment, but that's okay. Like and subscribe, by the way. Zero subscribers at the moment, but we're going to get there. Nobody really has anything to do, but that's okay. We're going to change all of that around as soon as this guy over here, you can't see, it's too dark. Yeah, well, we can fix that. Hey, look at that. Okay, so what's happened is we have completed this, and also, you know what? I will change the light situation. Let's do it. There we go. Excellent. So that will fix things to some degree. There's also a little bit of paper trash over here, but you should be getting on top of that. There's going to be a lot of trash produced in this in this newspaper. Not bad journalism, I hope, just literal bits of paper. Anyway, so the telegrapher has done his job. We head on over to the globe here, and we can see, oh, look at that. There is a story. It's a Hoover Dam name proposal, and I love this. I absolutely love this. And from here, we can say, who do we want to do our investigation? Do we want to assign? Do we want to assign somebody to do some aspect of it? If we want to check out the Boulder Canyon project, then we can assign you because you have the politics trait. There we go. And then we can also assign you over here because you have got the society trait, which is grand. And we're going to be building up a whole bunch of stories over the course of time. There we go. So that's looking good. We're going to do research, and my reporters have disappeared, which is grand. And yeah, that's looking not too shabby, if I do indeed say so myself. Also, I'm thinking that maybe we can reduce the impact. Yeah, I'm thinking that maybe we can reduce the impact of this loudness of the paper operation. It is going to be very, very loud and very, very noisy over here, but that's going to reduce by quite drastic amounts, actually, the rest of my sort of operation. I want to impact smell. I mean, there's nothing really for us to do whilst we're waiting for this to happen. We got another sort of couple of hours left on that, so let's not sweat the small stuff. Let's just sort of set up some other bits and bobs. There we go. Immediately, we're going to see a pretty large impact downstairs. Let's do something that reduces the smell in the bathroom. Small plant? Yeah, let's absolutely do a small plant. A fan. It's going to cost me electricity. Not really talked about electricity, but we start with 50. We can get more if we want to by building a massive, great big generator, which I have absolutely zero desire to do right now, but we can do it at some point in the future if we want to. Small fan? Yeah, I mean, that would honestly, that would sort things right out. It will cost me a little bit of electricity to do. Air vent? Absolutely going to throw that in here. Seems like a good idea. Industrial wallpaper? That will not reduce anything. Acoustic panel? Yeah, I mean, if we put the acoustic panel in here. Yeah, if we put the acoustic panel in here, that will actually reduce things a little bit. Industrial wallpaper? Yeah, that does reduce the sound. Oh, that was a very expensive endeavor. Tile wallpaper. That really reduces the smell, and we've kept it nice and small. The waste paper basket to reduce trash buildup. Yeah, I think that's good. I think that's good. And then a clock. We probably want to build a clock just about everywhere. And I can't believe that the clock does counter the smell, but let me tell you, it does. Which is great. Which is great. Happy with that. The sink. Do I not have a sink here? Apparently not. Either way, let's do that. Let's also move you out here. There we go. Yeah. Nice. Look at that. Look at that. You should be a little bit happier now. Everybody should be happy. We should be good. Okay, we've not done any actual reporting yet, but we are going to be... Ah, there we go. We're literally just done. Okay, so what happens after we nab ourselves the reports? They're not hot off the press yet. We've not even got to the press yet. But the reporters are going to come upstairs, which is fantastic. They're going to be dragging their reports to the desk of the typesetter. This needs to get changed around. I'm going to put this close to the door, way closer to the door, in fact, because they come in through here. We probably want to get them in there. But anyway, after we get to the typesetting stage, it's going to take, well, what is it, 9 hours? Base time is 18 hours, time 10 hours. Okay, 10 hours. It takes 10 hours to complete the typesetting process, and then after that, it'll go to the assembly process, and then after that, we can finally start thinking about it for the paper. So, the story has been completely researched. That's great. There's 4 items left to research. We can choose what we want to research, by the way. I don't particularly care, but for now, we'll just leave it there. Have we got... We absolutely... Ooh, this is exclusive. Well, it's not exclusive. It's mutually exclusive. We can either choose to investigate this crime story through the economy tree, or we can choose to go through the crime tree. Well, you're slightly better at economy, so I think we're gonna do it through. It hit my family too. Yeah, recession on the loose. I think we're gonna do that. That is pretty darn great. That is good. And then you should be able to get back to work immediately, which is grand. I am pretty darned happy about how this is all coming together. The Hoover stuff is looking good. We're typesetting on that. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. This is great. So, the other thing that we can do, in addition to changing the sort of comfort levels around here, and to be honest, I still think I might want to do that. Yeah, we're going to drag your desk downstairs here. Sorry, I know. Can I move, can I move you? There you go. Yep. Just go that little bit quicker. Thank you very much. Get back to work. Great. So, with that, what we can now turn our attention to, is maybe getting some, where are they? They're not comfort, employee needs. Oh yeah, I got a water cooler as well. And a toilet, so great. Production accessories, no. I'm looking for this. Yes, so these are reporter accessories, or reporting accessories, and this will allow us to buff society or buffs telegrapher, and there's no difference here. It's the same. It's the same. But anyway, if we put a globe on the desk of the telegrapher, it will increase the ability of said telegrapher. And you are a society reporter. And yeah, if we put this over here, that will increase our society reporting skill on one of the journalists, which is kind of exactly what we want to do. Workbench, we do not have a workbench. We also do not necessarily need a workbench yet, but we'll maybe get to that in a little bit. Cool. You, condition, let's check you out. Your comfort. Your comfort's a little bit low, and you're going to lose concentration, which is not really what I want. Let's see if we can try and reduce the noise in this facility just a little bit more. And maybe even get another telegrapher, to be honest. We can do that. An acoustic panel? Yeah, throw an acoustic panel in there. That sounds like a good idea. Because there's more stuff to telegraph, so we might as well get to that. Waste paper basket. There we go. Onto the desk of the typesetter. Fantastic. And look at this. So we've got our Stefan Kent running the typeset pages up to the assembler. And from... Oh, another report. Hot off the presses. Let's do... Oh, yeah, look at that. Society buff. That's what I'm talking about. That's really good. We've got a politics angle. Let's do the politics angle since it's the only thing that you can do. And then let's do the society angle sort of as a sort of pressing need. Let's get that done. We need to start thinking about how we want to assemble the final paper at the end of the week. Not necessarily quite there yet, but that's okay. A little bit of broken concentration here. We probably need to get some waste paper baskets. And I think I've probably over-egged, at least in the early. Yep, there you are. You're going to take things upstairs. Your position next to the stairs, by the way, is absolutely perfect. I think a few other things that I want to get done. And definitely, by the way, waste paper basket right here to reduce, like, buildup of trash. Definitely want to do that. Definitely also want to get an air vent. Probably, like, here. Above this door. Perfect. So that we're not having, you know, crazy mega issues. No real sort of, like, seepage out of the critical room. Ooh, look at this. The Hoover Dam proposal is 100%ed. That's great. We got 6 hours left on the assembler. We're almost done with the reporting angle of both of these things. We've got that ready to typeset in just a sec. This is good. This is good. We got reporters coming in here. Amazing. You've got your stuff to report. Fantastic. This is really good. What's up with you? You're not super happy? Your condition influenced by the environment decays in red. Yeah, to be fair, look, we've not really spent any money on making these places, like, super nice places to work. They're just not abjectly smelly or loud. They're just, you know, plain, boring old office rooms, which I think is absolutely fine. Christopher Smith, you better be working. You better be working on the telegraphing station. Yeah, we've got paper. That's fine. Level up progress 15%. Build accessories. Look at that. Build another globe. Can I build another globe if we want? No, I don't think we can. I don't think we can build another globe. Yeah, so there's another report. Completely forgot about that. Yeah, let's go and get that. I don't think that we're going to get the report done for the end of the week. I think it's going to be real tight. We've got at least 2 great stories, right? The automobile show opens stories. Yeah, we're going to hope that that's enough, but yeah, probably not going to be. Yeah, but if I build another telegrapher, I think we can improve this situation somewhat. Let's get this moved out to, like, here. Let's get ourselves, where is it? Reporting. Nice. And we build it right next to the acoustic panel. Absolute perfection. We will get you in here. Great. And hopefully that'll give us just a little bit more story generation. I can obviously get more journalists if I want to. It's not going to necessarily be the end of the world. We can also get some more typesetters. We can get some more... we can get some more of everything. We can get some more of everything and everybody. But what I think we need to do, in the very earliest instance, is actually try and make some gosh darn money. I mean, this is a Tycoon game after all, and I so far have made exactly nothing. Right. Okay, Sunday morning, time to roll the presses. Indeed it is. What I really need to do, before the end of the day, is publish a paper. How do we do that? Well, let me tell you how we do that. First things first, I'm going to go to the Globe and get you to go and do this. Yep. Absolutely. June Wright, you're on a reporting mission at the moment. That's fine. No issues with that. So, what I would like to do is I'd like to wait until, yep, this person is done. And then, after we are content that we've got enough stories for the press, going to go into the pause mode, and then we are going to go to printing. And from here, we can decide what we want to put where on the paper. I think this is so flippin' cool. You know, it really, really is. So what we can do is we can have a little look at what we think is going to sell. You know, there's some tag combos. There's a bronze tag, silver tag, gold tags. And the more sort of interesting the story that we put, the more papers we're going to sell. I mean, we can't put this in and we can't put this in because the story's not done yet. But the Hoover Dam name proposal, if we put it above the fold, Potato Times, right there, very, very proud, we're going to get 3 times the eyeballs, which is great. And actually, we might make some money. Look at that. That is nothing. That is not very much at all. Holy cow, that is not. We have got 100 current paper. We have 44 required paper. This is our first week, mind you. So, you know, let's not expect miracles. But we can get... Ooh, actually, tell you what. Can I This is a little bit cheeky, but can I do this? Oh, that absolutely works. So yeah, we've got 2 pages. We're just going to have nothing on the middle fold. We'll just have something on the front cover, something on the back cover, and then nothing in the middle. That is amazing, but it will allow us to sell more papers, and it will allow us to make slightly more money. I feel like that shouldn't be allowed, but you know what? Let's get it done. Okay, great. Okay, the room is dark. Doesn't particularly matter. Look at that. 20,000 newspapers sold. I'm leaning towards what they're leaning towards. Society lives by faith and develops by science. Words to live by, I'm sure. Okay, here's hoping. There we go. We make ourselves $600. Now, we have no ads. We have no hidden agenda at the moment. We sell papers for, what is that, 3 cents a piece? And we also don't have any subscribers. At least not at the present moment, but that's okay. We're getting there. Okay, monthly expenses, wages, etc. Yeah, so, you know what? That's actually not terrible. So we basically brought in exactly, well, 69. we made $600. We spent $669, which meant we lose $69. You couldn't make it up. You couldn't make it up. For a first month, you absolutely could not make it up. But that's okay. That is absolutely no issues whatsoever. Now, at the end of the week, we get to decide what we want to do. We can move into a new district. Potato Times is based here, wherever the heck this is in New York. We can move into a new area. And this will show us what stories we're after. Yeah, let's go into the West Village. We've got politics in the drawer and an economy piece in the drawer. This is what the people of West Village want to read. Potential subscribers. Look at that. You know me. I'm chasing subscribers like it's nobody's business. So that's great. That's cool. We can only select one district. That's A-okay. Fine. And then this button. And we go back. Great. Monday, February 1930. So even though it's a week, a month passes, which is absolutely fine. What's going on here? Manufacturing halted. Let's have a little look. What's going on? Ooh, new. A metal slug trolley. That will increase. I think that increases the typesetting ability. Oh, we just get it? Oh, nice. Okay, well, I'll take it. I will absolutely take it. You are available. Yep, let's throw you in there. Great. And we're working on a new story. Fantastic. Now, where's our new thingy? A metal slug trolley. It buffs assembling, and it buffs typesetting. You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking maybe we move the... Let's move you upstairs. I'm sorry to do that, but if I do that... If I do that and then put this in the middle, will that buff both? It absolutely will. I think that is exactly what we want to do. It's not perfect. But to be fair, we could just move... We could move this around. Yeah, I might do that. Whatever. We can worry about that in a little bit. Let's get... Oh, you've got 11 hours left on the old reporting. The line of communication to this news item will remain open until you close it. Closing it enables the telegrapher... yeah, thank you. I don't want to close it. I want to leave it open. So, yeah, the telegrapher will leave it open until we say otherwise. That's fine. We're okay with that. Hiring, I don't want to hire, although we can hire new people now, if that is what we wish. A little bit of a mess. Yeah, there's a few more buffs that I want to roll out to people. When are you going to get finished with this reporting? You got 5 hours left. Honestly, let's get that done. Yep, and then let's get you over here. It's carrying the item to destination. Yep. Boom. Let's get you into there. Fantastic. And let's see, is this something that our other reporter can benefit from? Yes, it absolutely is. That's great. I'd really like a full story. Oh, is it a bit dark in here for you? Can't see. Yeah, I know. To be fair, we should probably be rolling out some upgrades to pretty much everything here. Get that in there. That in there. That's not too shabby. Improving these workplaces is maybe something that I should do. Breaking news telegram. Unemployment on the rise, etc. Tragedy sells. So is that a new story that we can cover? Unemployment on the rise. Yes, it absolutely is. You got 7 hours remaining. Earn 2 times sales on everything printed the economy tag. Complete all incoming stories to unlock. Yeah, I would like that. 19 hours left. I would really, really like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use this opportunity to hire another journalist. I think it's about time. Let's do it. Let's hire another journo. And let me just get this straight, right? So we need Taft resigns from court. Former president steps down. Fine. We're okay with that. But unemployment on the rise needs a economy reporter and another economy reporter. So we're going to hire somebody with an economy reporter tag. Yeah, that's what we need. Who's got the economy? You're the only one with the economy. Winston Friedman, congratulations. You are good enough, at least for now. We've got 19 hours to get this sorted, so I think we can absolutely do it. We've got 23 hours left on that. We will wait until this other journalist is back here. Low on food and low on paper. Yeah, I'm going to order some paper. Large delivery, regular delivery, medium delivery. Let's get a medium delivery of paper. Medium delivery would be 200. Is there any cost difference? There's literally no cost difference. I'd love to automatically manage it. We'll just get a small one then. And food, we'll just get a small delivery of food as well. So let's just get those things sorted. Always good to make sure that you've got, or always important to make sure that you've got the right amount of paper. Yeah, see, look at the length of time that it takes to get up to the typesetter's office. I think we need to swap journalists up to here. Yeah, journalists need to be on this floor because we cannot be messing around with this. But that's okay. So once you have delivered that to where it needs to go, then we jump into here. We're going to pause real quick, and then we're going to put June right into here. Great. 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 Amazing. I don't think... I think we should be all right. Like, as long as we've got people researching this, I think that will allow us to get the line closed. Yeah, okay. So as long as we've got people working on it, it's absolutely fine. And that is great. That is going to be a really, really great thing for us to get. So you're back. I'm going to swap people around here. Let's get this up to the top floor. Or, well, not top floor, but up here. This can, move that can around. You're going to come down here. Yes, I know we're going to lose it. Lose the benefit, but that's only going to be temporary. Here. Here. Tighten it up. Beautiful. Beautiful. You move there. You move there. Amazing. Amazing. Super, super happy with that. Storage facilities. Yes, I do need a storage cabinet. And let's put the storage cabinet up here. That's a great place for it. That was money to be spent on a storage cabinet. It'll allow us to store food, I hope, and also paper. And that can be done by our resupplier. Let's put this up to here. And let's put this up to here. I will help out manually for now. There we go. So that's something at least. Great. I feel like we got some really, really cracking stories coming along this week. And I hope that we're going to be able to get them all done. Economy is this week's hot topic. And you know what? We've got 2 economy reporters. So that's what matters. That is absolutely what matters. Okay, resupply mission to the telegraphers. That's great. You've got another story. You've got 2 stories lined up here. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. And I think we got time to typeset, assemble them all, do all the things that we need to do. It is time to invest in... let's do this. Sure. And then there's another story, which I don't have the... Wait. Triumphant unrest. Oh, I see. Likely discovered in the news with politics and the economy. Fine. Throw that in there, then. That's okay. And then what about you? Can you go and do something? You got 15 hours remaining on that story. Well, that's okay. We can plan for the next week. I'm not particularly perturbed by that. No issues whatsoever. We got 1 journalist that's just kicking back, doing nothing. But that's okay. You're unhappy? What's the condition that you're unhappy with? Comfort is okay. Food, nutrition, stat is okay. Prestige, satisfaction. Yeah, I mean, I'd like to be proud of what it is that I do, but unfortunately I can't. Paper is dangerously low. Well, you know what? I don't believe you, but I will order more paper anyway. Here we go. Great. Another report is just in, and we are just coming in on Saturday as well. Another report, another report. I'll see if I can try and send out maybe one more reporter. Likely to be discovered by entertainment or society. Economy, society. Let's put you into there. Astronomy. All right, I got it. Great. Great. One of those stories. Yeah, let's see if this ends up working out. So we got two reports to work through here. We're just finishing up on the Saturday. What do we got? No, this is the new one. Do we have an entertainment reporter? Yeah, we do, but you're kind of busy at the moment. That's fine. Great. Typeset. Fantastic. You walk over here. You pick up the typeset thing. Amazing. And you walk back. You do the typesetting. Roll the presses. Let's wait until we have one more story typeset. Or, not typeset. Assembled. Fantastic. And then maybe we can assemble this. So, let's have a little look. I think this is going to be a ridiculously successful week. Look at that. We've got 3 economy stories. Oh, I think this is going to be our best story. Yeah, because we've got 3 things. One of them is hot stuff. Right on page 2, we're going to get employment on the rise. Absolutely throw that out there. We're going to get this. Amazing. Look at that. Loads of bronze tags. That's not going to be good for us. And then we do this. Mickey Mouse makes comic debut. I mean, this is a wildly successful week for us. Unfortunately, the Taft resigns from court situation is not good. I mean, well, it's not good. It's fine. Like it's going to be okay, but we could be better. I mean, look, I think this is great. Let's start printing. So, current paper, required paper. We do not have the current required paper. What? What's the dealio? Yeah, hold on. We got the paper. We got the paper coming in here. There we go. Total supplies. Put that on the shelf. Great. Print. Current paper, required paper. What? Paper input module. Oh, I see. Do we need to add the paper input module? Aha, there we go. Okay. Well, we need 107. We need 107. I don't know where... There we are. There we go. Get it added up manually. So that's cool that I can do that. That's cool that I can do that. That's nice to note. Then let's go to print. We got 150 things in the printer. 150 paper in the printer. Good. This preview build work in progress thing is a little bit annoying, but there's nothing I can do about that. But who cares? Let's go. Get this sucker printed. Brilliant. Look at that. Look at that. 42,500 newspapers sold. Record sales. 1 influence gained from this outstanding print. Don't mind if I do. Honestly, that is successful. That is really, really successful. I think we might get some subscribers out of that. Look at that. We satisfy the demands of West Village. Amazing. And we get 2,000 subscribers, which is guaranteed sales, right? Like, that's really, really good. That is really good. Junior, senior, wages increased by 7%, but that's okay. We're okay with that. We brought in a new journalist, right? Yeah, I think that's absolutely okay. We satisfied the West Village, East Village, or West New York. You know what? We will select here. Absolutely fine. Also, there's the Wall Street Banker. Reach trusted with the mayor to open up this hub. Okay. We'll have to see what we can do with regards to the mayor. But I think we want to keep on expanding over here. I mean, the whole Taft resigns from Supreme Court. That is a great story that we have just in the tank. Pluto discovered. Let's get you over there. And what about this entertainment story? Also can only be solved with June Wright. Well, solve the Pluto thing, and then that'll at least sort of set us up for now. What do we got? Taft resigns for Supreme Court. Wow, we were very close to having that on the cover as well, but that's okay. We'll have it on next week's page, next week's thingy. Do I want to... Maybe I just want to close... Maybe I just want to close this, to be honest. 4 days left. Yeah, you know what? Let's close it. I'll give up on it, and we'll get the telegrapher to find something else. Paper input module. We've got a fine number, I think. We may very well need to get some more paper, and to be honest, I think I should get some more paper. Large delivery of paper. Yeah, let's do a large delivery of paper, because that's 50. That's 50 paper right there. Yeah, give me a large delivery of paper, because let's be real, we're going to need it at some point anyway. Coal. I don't need coal yet anyway, because we don't have a power plant that actually produces. Well, we've got a power plant, but we don't have a power plant that really costs us any coal at the moment. Aha, this is exactly what we were after. Let's go and get you to go there. Great. That's fine. And then we will wait for this new line of inquiry, see what's coming, and hope that it is going to be some different stuff for us that takes advantage of some different abilities that we have. There we go. Okay, all reporters are gainfully employed out of the house, working on some stories. Magnificent. Absolutely magnificent. So, with that in mind, let's maybe see if we can try and get the comfort view back up and running. What do we got? Elevation view, don't really care. Normal view, don't really care. Prestige view, we don't have that yet. Floor assignments. I guess we can't assign floors yet. It's fine. No matter. What I really wanted was the comfort view. I think we should try and improve the general comfort of the people that are working here most regularly. So that means comfort, we grab ourselves a clock. 25 bucks for a clock, right? That's a pretty good deal. Small plant, pop that on the desk of somebody. Pop that on the desk of somebody. That on the desk of somebody. Small fan. Small fan is not required. We don't need it. Air vent, we also don't need it. Tiles, wallpaper, nah. Nah. Stash, we got nothing in the stash at the moment. Metal slug trolley. Globe. Yeah, we would not be increasing. Oh, yeah, tell you what, we should get a globe on there. That would allow a little bit of extra optimization. Anything else? No, I think that's about it. So we got a clock. Oh, we could get the apple picture, I think, right? Comforts. Do we maybe only have one apple picture? I guess we only have one apple picture. Well, no matter. No matter. Any reporters coming back in just about now? Yep, that's what we want to see. I would like that a lot, thank you. And another story that we can respond to. And in fact, one that we can adjust. So, likely to be discovered with entertainment or economy. I'll throw the economy reporter into there. Cancel that. Cancel that. Can I cancel? Oops. Cancel. Can I take you off here? Cancel assignments. You go in here. And then you go in here. There we go. That's actually good enough to complete that. I think we're going to get a full, like, roster of stories here. This is going to be really, really good. It is taking about 1 billion years for us to restack the storage cabinet because it is at the top of the building with paper. But that's okay. This is broken. Things that are broken will have to be fixed by maintenance. And I don't think I currently have a maintenance workbench. Yeah, we'll get a workbench here. Hire somebody for it. As low a salary as possible. There we go. Congrats. You can do the repair job. What have we got here? This is choose one path. Unemployment Day riots. I think we'll choose to go crime or society. I mean, this is a society story. Where are we at the moment? We're in West District. They like politics. They like politics or unrest. So that's this. That's this. That is what we want. West New York. We want a story. We want a story that is going to sell papers. What can I say? I'm not immune to clickbait. That's right. I want to I want to clickbait my readers into buying a paper. You need to go to the bathroom? Yeah, well, just go to the bathroom, buddy. It's fine. It's fine. Let's get you to go do this. Organized crime is on the rise. You know what? I think we might actually be banking a story or two for next week at this rate. This is looking pretty good. You're going to restock over to here. Yeah, you're probably not going to be a huge fan of going through all of this area. Although, to be fair, you only walk through it very, very briefly. There we go. But yeah, you should really use the bathroom. I don't want to tell you what to do with your life, but you should use the bathroom. Like 100%. Okay, roll the presses. Good, 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 good. But before we do roll the presses, make sure that our journos are out and about. Fantastic. It's a bit worrying. It's for next week anyway. Unemployment day riots. I think we can get this story finished up. Probably not this one, but I think we can get this story set before the end of the day. Yeah, let's also just check. Is there another story that we can get done? This is a boxing superstar stops. Cool. We can set, by the way, what stories we want to try and uncover. Prioritize researching crime. No more economy left to research. Cool. Either way, let's get this assembled. And then once that's assembled, one of these should go green. Bang in. Let's go here. And let's see what we can create. Now, I think our best story is going to be the Taft resigns from the court. I think absolutely it's the best. It gets us the most bronze tags. Senate passes censorship bill. Let's get that on the back page. Oh, this is going to be a jumbo paper. How much paper do I have in the office? I hope it's enough. Let's get politics and unrest. Is that going to be good enough, actually? No. Politics and unrest is... Is this unrest? This doesn't have unrest. So here's what I'm thinking. Take this out. Yeah, but... Put it back in over here. Plus 2,500. Yeah, yeah. But what about here? No. So it's technically better for us to have more bronze tags. The tag combos, politics, unrest, that's still, like, good. Still what we want. Let's get this in here. Let's get this in here. It's another tag combo. And let's get this in here. I mean, this is a full paper. Do we have 400 required... The 400 required papers that we have? Content placed above the fold triples in value. What if I was to switch... What if I was to switch this? Yes, it's good. Because it's a politics and unrest story. Nice. Yeah, I mean, look, what can I say? I think this is great. I don't know what this means. We've got this locked anyway. We need 224 paper to start. And honestly, you better be loading up with paper. There we go. What did I say? 200 and something? I cannot believe how many papers we're already printing. This is kind of incredible. I mean, it's remarkable, dare I suggest. 220 papers, 2,600 bucks. Yeah, I will absolutely gladly buy more paper at literally whatever price. If I can sell 89,500 newspapers in week 3, oh my giddy aunt, that's incredible. That, I mean, wowzers. And yeah, running expenses are what, 700 a week? Yeah, we get some subscribers. That's great. We get a little bit more influence. Fantastic. Look at that. Look at that. You know what? Fine. You know what? Absolutely fine. If our wage bill was over $1,000, I don't think I'd really care that much. We got a town hall. Ooh, obtain a statue. Interesting. Obtain a plant. It's going to cost me some prestige if I wanted to do that. I'm not necessarily bothered about it, but it's a good opportunity for us to sell or spend our prestige. It's kind of nice. Gossip, no. I want to, yeah, crime, sports. That's good because we got those banked. Hopeful, triumphant. Anything else here? Entertainment. No, let's go to this district because we know that we've got some stories banked. Also, we could go up here. I mean, this looks like it's more readers. The further from the center we get, seems like there are more readers. Politics and defeat. You know what? Yeah, we might be able to, like, grab a few... We might be able to go out to Lyndhurst. But to be fair... Hold on. East Village? No. Yeah, we're just going to go to Williamsburg. We're going to need to do this anyway, so we might as well just get the job done right now. Okay, into April. Few more stories to work on. That is 4 hours left. That's fine. Oh, this is such a good game. This is such a good game. Let's immediately order a whole bunch of paper, because it's going to take about 1 billion years for our one and only paper delivery man to move things around. Hey, we've discovered some boxing gloves. And that is the ability to do some sports, some better sports journalism, which is something that I'm always keen for. Let's get that in there. Great. We should still have another telegraph ongoing. Let's go to reporting accessories. Who does sports? Who does sports? Is it you? Skills. You do sports. Do you do sports as well? You do sports as well. We got 2 sports reporters. Well, that changes things. We can place this as many times as we want to. So, you know what? Yeah, let's do it. For $200 we get some better quality sports reporting. Don't we need sports anyway? Yeah, we need sports for this week. So, anything with a sports angle and anything with a crime angle as well. The more the merrier as far as I'm concerned. Let's say prioritize researching sports. Let's get... Ooh, that's a shame. It's fine, though. Yeah, you're currently on the prowl. No worries. No worries at all. We're just going to have to wait. Then you go to June Wright again? Really? Entertainment Society. Well, you know what, June? Let's let you finish up here. And then let's get you to report on this. Do I want to get another... I don't want to close this story. What's up with you? Why can't you do this? Oh, you're just not the right person for the job. Sports economy. You know what? It's fine. We'll just leave it there. Insolent Milwaukee murder. Well, you know what? It's great. We love a little bit of breaking news. And with any luck... we're going to be able to dispatch somebody to the scene. In fact, 2 crime reporters to the scene. Uh-oh. 2 mobsters. They're bad. They're coming, boss. Well, you... It was risky. Risk was taken on this report. Yeah, you don't say. But it does allow us to earn 2 times crime sales. What are the mobsters going to do for us? I don't know. I don't know what that's going to mean for us. Oh, here they are. Uh-oh. Not a fan. Oh, no. I mean, can I hire some... I don't think I can hire any, I don't think I can hire any people that will protect my offices. Are they going to beat people up? What are they going to do? Uh-huh. Yeah, they're just going to destroy stuff. I don't think I can do anything about this. So what are they going to do? Just cause a bit of nuisance? Cause a bit of nuisance. Yeah. Okay. And then they depart? Are they gone? I think they're gone. Well, you know what? We're going to get some repair work done. We are taking... Yeah, this week's hot topic is crime. Trust me, I know. I would love to be able to report on the fact that they just... You know, some criminals came in here and just... beat things up. But I can't, unfortunately. Either way, it should get us across the line. How much paper do we have in here? 69 paper? Of course we do. 69 paper. Nice. I would dearly like to get another flippin' reporter out here. Yep, there we go. Can we get our best reporter, who is June Wright? There we go. Let's get you out of here. Great. And then with any luck, we'll be able to get another story or two maybe locked down by the end of the week. But to be fair, I mean, if we're able to get 6 stories, I think that's going to be, well, that is the exact amount of stories that we can fit in our paper at any given time. So that's a full slate as far as I'm concerned. June rights, you're carrying the item to its destination. There we go. Get that in there. 23 hours. It's probably a little bit of a tight turnaround to be able to get that, to be able to turn that into a story. But you know what? It's fine. Roll the presses. Yep, no big deal. We'll wait until the end of the day before we need to finalize our report. Anyway, we'll send you out there. Great. We can get at least one more, I think. Second Academy Awards. Hey, look, at least we've got two... At least we got some crime stuff. We got some sports stuff. We will definitely have the ability to produce a good, solid paper. 219. I'm going to suggest that that might not actually be enough. Let's just fully load... Let's fully load this. We actually still have more paper coming here, so that's great. Let's wait until you have fully assembled that. Amazing. And then you're going to start fully assembling something else, but it's going to be too late. Sports economy. Okay, you know what? It's fine. We might not have as successful a week as we did last time, but we'll certainly try. There we go. Superstar boxing. Crime on the back page. Yeah, nice. I mean, if I swap around here, is that going to make me more or going to make me less? No, it's going to make me less. Yeah, I think this is going to be a vastly less profitable paper than it was last time. I mean, it's still good. It's still fine. It's still fine. We've got some 4,000 subscribers now, which is really, really good. But unfortunately, we just don't have enough... good, interesting stories. Well, you know what? Sometimes we need fallow weeks. That's what I'm going to say. Look, this is a newspaper. It's not a... You know, it's not a guaranteed... Not a consistent, guaranteed success. That's fine. 36,500 newspapers. I'm happy enough with it. We still secure Williamsburg, which is grand. We get a little bit of influence. I don't think our expenses increase, which is great. Very, very nice indeed. We lock the area down. Ooh, there's a mafia hideout here? Well, look at what we have here. If it isn't New York's newest publisher. Don't print any crime this week. Okay. Yeah, thank you. Okay, you got a lot of stuff to say. Everybody can print a good story, but no printing crime this week. Might just turn out to be hard. Okay. This armor cannot be manually declined. Not everybody's offers can be declined. Well, I guess we're going to accept. We're distrusted, but we're going to work on up there. And if we do succeed in not publishing any crime, we'll get some influence and we'll get some cash, and we'll get some positive reputation. Negative reputation for the mayor. Okay, well, you know what? We will accept that. So we just don't report any crime. That's fine. We just pick somewhere where crime doesn't actually exist, or where people don't want to see crime. Society, entertainment. I think that's good. Where's the mayor's house? Can we unlock the mayor? Relationship with the mayor? Police station, cathedral, Coney Island, Empire State Building, office of the mayor. Yeah, so it's there. Okay, well let's do East Village so that we can progress up to the mayor, and we'll need to figure out what the story is that we actually want. Here we go. Don't print crime. East Village, triumphant, likely discovered in the news with politics or sports. Great. Well, sports, we've got a sports review story, which we're going to immediately throw our reporter into, which is fine. Let's take that away. Let's take both of them away for now, to be honest. Let's get 600 paper. It's good. We're working on the newest story. Very nice indeed. Lots and lots of paper coming through. I want to get ads as well. Ads would be kind of useful. Society, we want something triumphant. We want something triumphant. Alarming, economy, politics. We're going to need to do both sides of this anyway, so a great opportunity to do that. Investigate and society. We cannot prioritize triumphant, but we can prioritize sports if we know what type of story we're looking for. Triumphant, either sports or politics. Yeah, you know what? I'll just select prioritize sports, prioritize politics, and hope that that gives me something that I'm after. We can but dream that it will all work out. I think we've got plenty of paper coming through. Whether or not, I guess, will remain to be seen. Let's see, what do we got? Is this what we are after? Don't make the decision quite yet. Let's see what this story is. It's a sports story. And that's fine. I guess it could be triumphant. But probably won't be. Not an issue. There we go. Good, good. Maybe there's going to be some, like, live accident. Something fun to report. You never know. Here we go. Two more stories banked. Great. 12 hours, 1.5 days. I think we'll have a full roster this week. Six pieces is quite good. And some of these stories are quite chunky. Statistics. Great. What a interesting statistics story. Triumphant. That's what we're after. That is what we're after. Great. Go, 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 go. Can I just go home, please? I'll make it quick. I mean, sure. Reporters. If you're not keen to do it, then I'll get somebody else. Don't you worry. I'll manage to swap somebody else in here. But there's always another story. And turns out, politics, you're absolutely the right person for the job there. Brilliant. Okay, uncheck those because there's no more politics left to research, no more sports left to research. Absolutely fine. How many backlogged assemblies do we have? And do we need a secondary typesetter? I don't think the answer to that is yes. I think the answer to that is no. Lots of typesetting to do. If I get one more, this is the triumphant story right here, and you're about to finish typesetting it. That's a 6-banger right there. That is a perfect 6-banger. Absolutely love to see it. Okay, so you in there. And you in here. Great. Lovely stuff. And then this is going to get done as well before the deadline. So we actually come in with too much news, to be honest. There's quite a lot of sitting around here. I'm not loving that vibe, but that's okay. Right, roll the presses. Yep, honestly, I think we're just going to go straight into printing. So, no crime at all. We need to be very, very careful. No crime. We need to make sure that we... you know what? I'll leave that up there. Maybe I won't, because I don't think any of our stories are crime, so I think it's okay. Economy, triumphant, and hopeful. Here, I think. Economy. That's already got economy. Triumphant. There we go. Satisfied them all. That's definitely worse. What about this in here? Okay, great combo. Doesn't look like it matters. And then at the bottom here, we'll get that scene. We'll get this in there. We'll get this in there. Oh, look at that. Okay, so we got a silver review as well. We got a silver statistics. What if I was to swap this in? That would go down. That would go down as well. And yeah, I mean, probably any combination. Probably, ooh. But that wouldn't satisfy the triumphant, would it? Yeah. Total revenue. I mean, it's the same. It's the same, but we would reduce the combos. Yeah, so I think that's what we want to leave it at. I'm sorry, I'm beating around the bush, right? But that's $3,100. That is pure profit. Pure profit. And to be honest, there we go. Throw 1. Throw 2 in there. I'm so glad that I can do this manually. It's really, really neat. Really handy. This is great. This is great. Look at that. Silver tags, gold tags. We're selling some serious flipping papers here. This is amazing. Are any of these stories crime? I don't think so. I don't think so. Oh, love it. Record sales, 103,000 papers. That is just incredible. $8,880. Satisfy all the requirements. 3,000 subscribers. A little bit of extra influence. Don't publish any crime. Amazing. Mayor doesn't like me. I've not even met the mayor. I've not even met the mayor. Nicely done. You kept our little affair out of the paper, just like we asked. See, you got potential. I know I got potential. I know. I know. And we didn't even increase our expenses. Brilliant. We got no loan either, which is fantastic. Okay, great news. We've managed to get to the Empire State Building, which was kind of what I wanted to happen anyway. I heard what you did, publisher, colluding with Reggio like that. What were you thinking? There is one thing you gotta understand. These Mafia, they may laugh with you, slap you back. But the moment you take their coin, you sell more than your words. You sell this city. Now you want to fix this? Then here's your chance. Stop writing about crime all the time. Focus on my politics instead. Don't make me regret this. And I will sue your company off New York's map. Okay. Well, print politics the most. Don't print any crime this week. It's also fine. Fine. You know what? We'll do that. Mafia Hideout, what do they want? Good job last week, publisher, but debts don't repay themselves, you know. Yeah, I think print at least one Mafia story can appear anywhere. Let's do it. Let's make it happen. Can we accept both? Can we accept both? I don't know if we can accept both. Decline this offer. A new offer will be made this week. I don't think we decline it. I think we just say, hey, this is what we'll do. Politics in the drawer. Defeat. Alarming. I don't want crime. Remember? I don't want crime. I want politics. Statistics. That's a shame because we had a statistics story. We'll select this. It's fine. We got a... yeah, we're working on crime. Well, no matter. No matter. We'll just work harder on politics. Not a big deal at all. Let's get loads of paper. Absolutely loads of paper. Let's make sure that we have got politics selected as the priority. Hey, look at this. Crime board gives us a little bit of extra crime reporting capability. Love to see it. We'll get that one dealt with nice and early. We'll get you into here. Fantastic. And let's see if we can try and deploy the crime board, shall we? Yeah, I mean, to be fair, we can get multiple different... I mean, can I move you over here? Hold on. I move you over here, and then... So does that impact you both? I think this impacts you both if it's here. And then what if I get the crime board? Yeah, so I can get the crime board, stick that in the middle, and then stash or indeed sell. I'll sell the boxing gloves because I'm not going to need them again. I probably could have stashed them, but I don't really care. Politics, yep, we're absolutely working on politics. A lie. Ooh. Okay. Well, I don't know if the mayor is going to be a huge fan of me reporting on him lying, but that's his problem. It's a politics story, right? Old news. Great. Well, I'd rather not. I'd rather not be reporting old news. This crime story is... It is just junk, to be honest, if I'm not going to be selling it. We're going to be reporting some old news in next week's paper, because we're not allowed to print crime this week. Don't print politics the most, don't print any crime this week. Yeah. Bit of a shame. Negative reputation for the Mafia, reputation for the mayor. Hey, look, you know what? We don't need to necessarily make our decision. Oh, we need some alarming news as well. I've forgotten about that. We don't need to necessarily make our decision about what type of news. Alarming, but it's a crime story. Dirt. Well, we need to do both of these anyway. Politics. Crime, yeah. Maybe we won't report it this week. I don't know. We'll have to... Because there's a lot of crime. There's a lot of crime happening. Gosh darn it. Maybe we should have taken the Mafia deal again. That would have been kind of a good idea. Sports reporter. Yep, throw you in there. Great. What about... Elaine King, I needed you. That's fine. We'll just cancel you. Winston, you do that mission instead. And Elaine, you come over here. Wow, this is a jumbo story, this. An absolutely jumbo story. But we need more. We need more stories, and we need more politics stories. Are we out of politics? Yeah, I figured we'd be out of politics. Print politics the most. But thankfully, we've got all of these. But we need an alarming story as well now. Don't prioritize crime. Prioritize something else. Will Hoover sign the Tariff Act? Yes, great. Great news. We got 2 stories here. Elaine King, hands are full. 1 day left. Yeah, well, you know what? We might. Just might. 1 day and 4 hours. Yeesh. Okay, that's a shame. I need to hire another politics reporter. Let's get the politics reporter. New desk. Yep. New desk. New desk. Right in here. Great. Somebody that does politics. Ideally, not terribly. A little bit bad, but that's okay. Congrats. You've got the gig. Let's ask the Secretary of Labor. This is great because this is a politics story and we need to print politics the most, and that is what we need to do. Okay, there's lots and lots of stuff happening now. Winston, let's get you out over here. And let's get you out over there. And that's a new item actually that we're going to be able to pick up. This has been a resoundingly successful week. Well, it's not over yet, but thus far it has been a resoundingly successful week. This week's hot topic is politics. Well, that's a great time for this week's hot topic to be politics. Let me tell you something. Roll the presses. Yep, I know. I think we can get this done. I think we can get... No, there's just no way that we're going to be able to get the Hoover Tariff Act. Or is there? Is there? What we could do... What we could do is we could hire... Or we could buy another typesetting desk. I am tempted. Resupply desk does not need to be here. Typesetting desk could very well go there. Yep. And then the assembly table that we're going to have to buy inevitably. Let's put that there. So let's get a assembler. And let's get a typesetter. Both of which are pretty darn bad, but that's okay. And then can I drag this report to here? What is this? We need to figure this out. Typesetter queued. Can I need to move this. Move this around. Can we see which report it is? Okay. Leveled up with typesetting? Great. That's fantastic news, honestly. Does this move it? Does this move us closer? No, not really. But I tell you what we can do. We can buy another... Let's see. Can I put this anywhere else? I need more space. I need more space. Let's buy another layer. $5,000. Okay, I kind of clicked that a little bit too fast. Not gonna lie. But that's okay. We can make this work. I've got the paper ordered this week already, so we're fine. So, typesetting, yes. This is maybe a little bit risky, to be honest. Stairs. Yep, here. Connect down to there. Fine. Typesetting. I've already got typesetting. I've already got the types. I already got the second typesetter. What the heck am I doing? Well, it's okay. There we go. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. 17 hours left. I think we can maybe make this happen. Maybe make this work. Great. Will Hoover sign the Tariff Act? Yes. Go, 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 go. This has got to be... This has got to be an all-time fast one. 15 hours, 7 hours. Ah, come on. Come on, come on, come on. I just don't think... 6 hours left on the assembly table. I don't want to... 25 minutes. Come on. Wait, it was the wrong flipping... It was the wrong thing. Or maybe it was a two-parter. Okay, you know what? It's fine. We just need to not get, like, completely bogged down in one single story. Movie poster, that's great. I'm delighted. We're going to be absolutely benefiting from that. Crime story, let's go and throw you into the mix there. That's great. Okay, let's get this paper planned out. So, politics needs to be the most published. This needs to go right up at the top. That's an absolute banging story. I'm really happy with that. Old news. you know, it's good. Negative. Apparently, we don't want to have a lie at the top of the paper. But that does get everything. It does get everything. It does solve everything. We don't want to publish crime. We know that. And we want this to be on the back page. Yeah, I mean, is there a better combo that we can really get? I mean, let's try this here. Nope. Straight up not. Unless... Hold on. Let me try something. Unless this is better. No, it's going to go down by 2,500 because politics is negative. Although that seemed to go here and give me a positive, a tag combo. Because it had defeat and politics, I guess, on the same page. And then this goes at the bottom here. 2175. It's the same. It's literally the same. It's literally the same. Well, oh, crime. You know what? Screw the mayor. Screw the mayor. Screw the mayor. So if I put this in... triggers a lawsuit when failed. I mean... but that's... Okay, so it's a catch-22 for me. I have no choice. I have no... Okay. Triggers a lawsuit. Well, if we're going to trigger a lawsuit, I'm going to make an extra 125 bucks so that I have the cash to defend it. It's outrageous, but we're going to do it. Screw the mayor. I'm all in on the mafia now. At least the mafia is a little bit more forgiving. Honestly, I am fine with that. So, pretty good in terms of subscribers. Enemy wears a smile. The mayor is disappointed. But I didn't print politics. Yeah. There we go. There we go. What do we got over here? We've got the high society and the general. Yeesh. Massive increase in running costs. So, not great. But that's okay. Ooh, look at this. Employee development. Elaine, junior reporter. You're moving on up in the world. Transporting. Nice. This is good. This is very, very good. And we did Lyndhurst. Ooh, this is... Oh, we need a 3-page requirement in order to get into Garfield here. Public library. Oh, yeah, I need to... What do you want? Print at least one mafia. Don't print anything inspiring. I'm honestly way more inclined. Print at least one scoop. Collect as many scoops as you can. Scoop or be scooped. You know what? I will take the scoop, actually, because I want to see what the scoop actually is. Gonna be interesting. Let's see. Can I get statue of George Washington? Heck yeah, let's get a statue of George Washington. It gives me +2 politics ability. Now, where are my ideal customers going to be? What was it? I don't want to print... oh, no, it's the inspiring one was just the mafia. Crime, tragic. Yeah, let's maybe see if we can try and go for here, though. I think that is good because it'll unlock something else after it. So, you know, we're going to try and explore that. Very, very cool. Let's see what this here week brings. Yeah, this is bad. I mean, you know, we were in a really good position, and I feel like we did kind of lose some of our progress because we bought an extra floor that cost 5 grand. I mean, what can I say? It was a very, very expensive floor. But in fairness to me, we were trying to mess around with the mayor, who was giving us ridiculous reporting restrictions. And I am glad that we don't really have to focus as much on that anymore. There we go. Oh, yeah, let's get the bust of, Washington. So, politics statue for you, and a politics statue for you as well. Great. A movie poster? Abso-flippin-lutely, we're going to put that between these two desks, and we're going to get that entertainment bonus. That is amazing. Crime board, we're getting the bonus from. I don't think that this could be any better, to be honest with you. I don't think it could be any better at all. Lots and lots of typesetting capability now. I think I might actually need... Ooh, train crash injures 100. That's a lot of peeps. Look at all these monumentally large No, so who's our best crime reporter? Our best politics reporter is you. So you're going to go here. Oh, I see. Hold on. We have to make a decision. What's the best thing for us? We want something related on the economy. We want something related on politics. And we want something related on unveiling. We don't need crime. We'll go here. I think that's good. Unrest and politics. I think that's a combo. And then, sure, you're fine too. Let's buy another telegraphing station. Yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna hire somebody who is decent at telegraphing. Nobody is decent at telegraphing here. They're all incredibly meh. Task speed reduced by 75% on Mondays, but works for less money. Deal. These guys don't even work. I mean, when they're literally not. Oh yeah, let's get some new paper as well. When they're not, when they're waiting around for for journalists to go out and do the stories, they literally don't work. So I don't care. I do not care at all. What I'm looking for is the acoustic panel. That goes right here, and then we're going to move you ever so slightly closer. Okay, no, we're not. We're going to move this around just so that we have a nice matched level of acoustic canceling. I think we're slightly underestimating or slightly underutilizing our reporters at the present moment. Definitely could be doing more with our reporters. Hence why it's important we get another one of these telegraphing stations. Right, 2 things ongoing. Shadow makes radio debut. Let's get June Wright out there. Great. Elaine King, you're ready to go. What is this? Dirt. Statistics. Statistics are good. We still need an economy story. Am I working on the economy story? That is an unveiling story, so that's something at least. There might be an economy story in here somewhere. They're usually quite frequent. No. Let's go here. Economy. Yeah, we'll prioritize researching the economy. We still have one more person doing stuff. Hey, there we go. 7 hours remaining, 6 hours remaining. Well, you know what? It's not going to be the most inspiring economy story that has ever graced these papers, but it should be enough. And there's our second economy story. And that's an object right there. We could use these binders. Stern outcomes as another... Default. Stern outcomes as another bank subsidies. Subsides? That's the same word. I didn't realize. Crazy. Either way. I think we're going to be able to typeset. I think, to be honest, maybe we've overhired typesetters. Yeah, I'm thinking that we currently kind of have done that. What the heck was that? What the heck was that? I didn't even see what it was. Where is it? It is bookkeeping. This is Buff's economy. Yeah, I will absolutely do that. Great. Okay, so that's two more economy reporting points. Don't mind if I do. We got lots and lots of journalists currently doing nothing, so why the heck is that the case? Shouldn't be. Yep, you there. Great, and you here. Lawsuit. No! No, 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 no. Ah! Employee is locked. Yeah, because we got a lawsuit ongoing now. Oh, great. Who is this? I don't want to pay it. I don't want to pay it. I don't want to deal with it. I'm going to say no. Ah, oh, goodness gracious me. Also, I'm thinking maybe we get a third page. I mean, are we likely to get 2 days? Are we likely to get more? 2 hours left. 2 days left. You got 1. Yeah, we might be able to get a few more stories fully completed before then. Yep, you're replacing the lights there. Fine. Any other people that need stories, etc. Where's the lawsuits, by the way? Lawsuits. Hold on. Process them or lose money. Days left to process the file. What do I do with it? What do I do with it? What, well, yeah. I've not even... How do I process them? I don't know how to... I don't know how to process the lawsuit. Unstored resources? Do we just store them like here? I don't know. Okay, you know what? I'll move paper. Move paper directly into the machine. There we go. Let my paper movement individual do the... yeah, take this to the toilet. Great. Pick up the lawsuit. I don't know what he's doing. I have no idea. I didn't realize that we had the lawsuit. I didn't realize. I can't do anything about it, though. Hey-ho. We've left that very, very close. Okay, additional politics reporting capability. Love it. And what do we got here? We've got a statistics story. Elaine King. You're the one? Great. Well, we're about to have a lawsuit on our hands here. 0 days left. No idea. No idea how we handle it, to be honest. Absolutely no idea. Election map. Yeah, heck yeah. I mean, sure. Let's get 2. I mean, I don't... If I can. Yeah, let's get 2. I don't love the fact that we got 2 maps, but... It's good enough. Who the heck is responsible for processing this... Who the heck is responsible for processing this lawsuit? I literally have no idea. Okay, we will start putting together the paper, but... the Jones dominates US Open. That is not going to be good enough. 23 hours. Woman shot by agent. To be fair, none of these are likely to get addressed. I don't think. At all. Yeah. Can we just see... I don't know where my... Oh, let's do... Hold on. Let's do this. Yeah, get you in there. Great. And this is currently in progress. That's fine. Where's my paper movement individual going? Stefan. Don't know where... Here you are. Come on. You move this? No. No. Do I need a... Like a lawsuit storage thing? I don't know. Do I want to get, by the way, a third... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got 7 stories. There is a case. I mean, I don't have money right now. So... We could take out a loan and buy a new page printer. It's going to cost me a lot, but it would pay for itself. Right, the mayor wants us to print at least 1 scoop. I have not got a scoop. Why did I go back to the mayor? I mean, Come on, mate. You should be happy with me. I'm going to be printing you a, I'm printing some politics stuff, right? Bummer. I need politics. I need the economy. I need an unveiling. There we go. This is a bad paper. This is a really bad paper. This is a terrible paper, to be honest with you. Limiting billboards. I do not have any enjoyment from this paper at all. I think this is not good. I don't want to deal with any of this. I'm satisfied. I'm happy that we, you know, deal with Central Park. Yeah, this is... I just... I hate the mayor. Okay. So... Oh my goodness. This block? I own this block. In heels. Wow. Subscribe to your competitor. Oh, I see. I see. And then Garfield, I guess, is also subscribed to my competitor. Well, Mafia, don't print anything inspiring. Absolutely. I'm getting into bed with the Mafia wholesale. Columbia University, we can get a calculator. We can get a portrait. There's so much stuff that we can get here. Small deco lamp. Statistics we have banked already. So, you know what? Let's do that. It's not inspiring. We just need to make sure that we don't print anything inspiring. Well, that is what we will try and do. I don't know. Oh. Typesetting in progress. Why is this orange? Not sure. Ah, amount of files to be processed by a lawyer. Can we hire a lawyer? Utility. Is anybody law capable here? I don't think anybody is capable of being a lawyer. At least, not as far as I'm aware. Training, ads. No, I don't think so. Well, I guess we will just take the hit then, I suppose. I don't think we really have a choice. Oh, I want to go to Europe. I want to go to Europe. Continent is locked. I really want to go to Europe, but unfortunately we can't. I can't build like a lawyer's desk, can I? A reporter desk? Nah. Maybe we just don't have the ability to... Maybe we just don't have the ability to deal with these things. Who knows? I'm not sure. Right, sports reporting. Yep. Let's throw you into the mix. Print at least one Mafia. Let's prioritize crime and see if there's something else. What's this? 8 days left. Let's do this here. This there. Nice. And then there's a society story. This is a choose one path situation. And gruesome. What do the Mafia want? Oh, the gruesome is required. Don't print anything inspiring. Okay, well, I tell you what, we'll do the gruesome thing, and then that will give us partly what we're after. No more crime left to research. Wow, we've already exhausted all of the crime. I think I could be convinced to take out a loan to get a new bit of kit, to be honest with you. I think that is definitely possible. Let's have a little look. Statistics, reporting, you're done in 40 minutes. You're done right now. Great. Get in there. That's our statistics story. Let's get rid of this lawsuit nonsense. If I can't understand how to deal with it, then you know, I'm not worrying about it. Also, you know what I'm thinking? This is obviously a complete waste. Ooh, yes. Breaking news. Act fast. I think I have reporters on the job. We need a sports for you. Another statistics. It's gossip. I need tragic and I need unrest. Does this give me what I'm after? Hopeful is... Oh boy, this is like... 1 day left and we need 3 society. 3 society stories. Oof, that is real bad. Do I want to hire 2 more society journalists? The answer to that is I'm not actually sure that I do. But it would be nice. Earn 2 times sales on society, on every society printed tag. That's not a bad idea. You know what? If I'm going to do it, I should just do it now. Yeah, we're going to go in on 2 more reporters. Abso-flippin-lutely. Let's hope that we've got 2 society. 1 society, absolutely. 2 society, entertainment, crime. I'll take... You're slightly cheaper. Trash tolerant or big bladder. Toilet stat decreases more slowly. You're cheaper, so that's what does it for me. Cool. Well, that's honestly a very, very large expense that I'm not sure that I necessarily needed. Cool cat. Counters heat. Nice. Well, there we go. Let's hope that does it for us. That's a massive investment, to be honest. Not necessarily in capital outlay, but it is a large investment just in terms of the fact that it's going to cost us a lot more in salary every week. It's only $80 here or there, but, you know, it all adds up. All adds up. What am I looking for? Adventurous, society, dirt, fame. Yeah. Society, adventurous. No, you know what? I think I want... I still need something tragic. I'm gonna go for this. I can't go for this. I was gonna say I want to get a society reporter in here because our society... Yeah, we're gonna have the ability to get much better society. Ugh, you know, what am I talking about? This gives us a silver tag. We should do this. And we've got an available, you know, reporter, journalist, etc. So we should just throw it out. But this is... I was thinking the society tag sales are gonna get me a lot. So we should be thinking about that. Yep. Lawsuit. You know what? I mean, can I just throw this around somewhere? I don't care. Society is this week's hot topic. Yes, I know. I am delighted by it. Politics. We got dirt. We got fame. We got fortune. Well, not really. But anyway. Society. I know that I'm missing out on it, but it's a silver tag, and I think the silver tag is going to be worth more than that. Society reporter. And it's tragic. Amazing. So we need something with unrest. Just let everything happen. That's fine. Let everything happen. Hope that we get an unrest tag. Could be in politics. Mafia! Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I think this is going to be quite unlikely for us to get this done, but we can certainly try within the time frame. Reporters' hands are full. Lawsuit costs $200. And honestly, I mean, price that I'm perfectly prepared to pay. 12 hours to report on that. Good. And tragic. Yep. Let's throw that in there. So we don't have unrest. We don't have unrest yet. There's no more politics stories. There's still a chance. It's a very, very slim one. I gotta be honest, though. Unrest? It's a society story. So it's good. We get an item, though, but that's it. Okay, well, we tried. Some of these stories might not make it into this week. But that tragic one, I think, should be in with a chance. Yeah, we'll give it a shot. Unrest? Roll the presses. Yep. Let's see what's happening. So it's not going to be a sellout week, but that's okay. What do we get? A new solar system poster. That is a society reporting skill. Let's, hold on, pause up. And then see what we've got. Entertainment, inspiring. Can't print inspiring, remember? But that's okay. We don't have to print that this week. Unrest. You're flipping kidding me, man. 15 hours. Yeah, there's a 0% chance that we're going to be able to get that in. I need to take out a loan. This is just going to be a cheeky little one, but 2,000 I think is perfect. Interest. Yep, let's not even worry about it. Do I have the paper? I do have the paper to make this work. Right, we're going to move the output printer module over to here. We can't because the acoustic paneling is there. That's fine. Put that outside the door. Get this over to here. Then, most importantly, we're going to buy a new... Oh, actually, do I have the ability to get a printer page module? I don't. I do not. I need to buy that from somewhere. And I don't know where we buy that from. Okay, let's pay back our loan. My bad. There we go. Appreciated, appreciated. Yep. Great. Good. Goodbye. Let's get printing. Ah, it's such a shame, honestly. Quality stars? 1 quality star. 1,000 per sale. Skilled reporters add these to their reports. Oh, I see. That's kind of cool. This Mafia story, by the way. I would quite like to get... I'd quite like to get that into the papers if it's all possible, so that I don't have to... That is the story. That is the story. That is great. Okay, so that's perfect. We get this right up at the start here. We satisfy the requirements. Great. The Mafia are happy with me, and then we just fill this stuff with society. With society stuff. Yeah. Fill the paper with society stuff. Yep. Beautiful. Amazing. And then what do we think the best would be? Statistics? Do we have something tragic? We don't. Oh, we got something gruesome. We got something gruesome. Yeah. I mean, it's fine. It's okay. It's everything that we have that is hot. The only thing that's... Hey, maybe it's better for us to get this in here. But that drops the number. I mean, yeah, to be honest, I also feel like I'm not necessarily in love with this paper either. I need to also figure out how we get more, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Just go to print. It's fine. It's fine. Great. 81,000 newspapers sold. So not quite hidden agenda. Love to see it. I forgot that we got money from the hidden agenda. That's it's good to see. 3,300. Nice. So unfortunately, we don't get everything there, but the Mafia do like me. And the mayor dislikes me, which I actually don't care, to be honest. I'm perfectly happy with that. Nice. That was a good deal all round, I think. What wasn't a great deal was the fact that I bought 2 more reporters. Started hiring 2 more reporters. Not thrilled about that. But we do get through Long Island and into Astoria, which is not too shabby. What have you got to say for yourself? Oh, good. The ink merchant arrives. Print at least 1 crime. You know what? I will take this. I will print at least 1 crime because we got it in the bank, right? We got a tragic, gossip, dirt, fame, unveiling. Sure. We'll try doing that there. It's a pretty big and decent place to be. So this week, what is it? Let's recap. Gossip, unveiling, fame, and dirt we've already got in the bag, and we need to make sure that we just need to get at least 1 single crime. I mean, how hard can that be? I mean, really? Let's make sure we prioritize crime, eh? Let's get... I hate the mayor. I hate the mayor. I hate the mayor. What can I say? I'm just not a fan. I'm not a fan. He's also sent, like, 3 lawsuits to my company. And... I don't know. The other 2 have disappeared, I guess. Either way, let's not sweat the small stuff. Let's not sweat the small stuff. I need to figure out how to get a new printer. Like, there must be Coney Island, Union Office, Industry Harbor, Construction Yard. Is there like a factory sort of like looking building somewhere that maybe gives us trusted with high society? Yeah, I reckon there's going to be one of these. See, there's a lot of good stuff. Ah, look, there you go. Page Module 3. This is Industry City Harbor. So we need to go through East New York and then through Flatbush, and then that'll allow us to get 3, 4, 5, and 6. A 6-page newspaper. That sounds very, very attractive indeed. Key information is required. Okay, so we need to get this and this done before we can jump back in and get the information needed to solve the case, apparently. Absolutely fine with that. No issues whatsoever. Everything's looking good. Everything's looking great, in fact. Apart from the fact that we just do not have enough don't have enough space to print all of our stories. That is a little bit embarrassing, to be honest. We've kind of overdone it a little bit. There we go. Good. Who wants the story? Elaine, unless there is a better story for you to be going to. Yeah, fine. To be honest. Elaine, maybe we could reposition Elaine if we wanted to. Yeah, let's see if we can try and do that, actually. So, let's unequip you. Let's put in Winston. Yeah, you're the one for me. And then you can come over here, Elaine, and then do that. And then that'll allow us to just get the job done a little bit quicker. To be fair, I mean, having more options for stories is just a good thing. It's just, like, objectively better if we have more options. Even if not all of them are getting to print, as long as we can sort of, like, handle everything, it's fine. Where it gets a little bit worrying is that if we don't have the right balance of typesetters and assemblers, etc., we can kind of get a little bit lost in the weeds, and some of our better stories just get a little bit buried. But for now, I'm actually like reasonably happy with how that's all coming. Fame, we do need fame. to be fair, a second fame story is not necessarily a bad thing. Yeah, we got plenty of time on that one. And then this is dirt and gossip. Great. Sure. Throw them all in. Throw them all in. I am really, really happy with all of the sort of, like, balance of reporting that we're doing. I think that we're doing some pretty darn good stuff. This is a one choice or another. Educational or investigative. Food. We got total supply of food. Not much. Let's order a small little order of food. Do we need more paper? We do actually need more paper. Let's get a nice, big, fulsome order of paper. These journalists, by the way, well, some journalists are just sitting around doing absolutely nothing. So, yeah, definitely better to get them out. Food. I guess I'll move the food up here. Up to the storage cabinet. There we go. Help out a little bit. Probably not a great policy to leave paper out in the rain. But, whatever. Who cares? There we go. I like how you can help out. That's kind of cool. I just wish I could figure out what the heck to do with lawsuits. Gosh darn annoying. Also, look at how many stories we've got. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. I love it, though. I absolutely love it. Right, so investigative or educational. I think we'll do... It doesn't really matter, does it? We'll do investigative. So the only thing that we need that we don't have is this, which is unveiling. And there's nothing that we can... I mean, yeah, that's going to give us an item. I mean, look, it's possible that we get an unveiling story, but I think it is highly, highly unlikely at this late stage in the day. A world map. Ooh, that is good for our telegraphers, right? I think so. Let's have a little gander. World map. Yeah, don't mind if I do. Okay, perfect. In fact, that's great. Do I want another world map for you over here? I don't think so. I don't think this world map could conceivably squeeze in everybody. No, I don't think so. Although, let's give it a shot. I mean, yeah, I know it's going to mess with acoustics. I know it's going to mess with the clock, blah, blah, blah. How about this? Yeah, I don't think so, right? Oh, no, tell a lie. Okay, I absolutely told a lie. We can squeeze them all in here. And that will mean that we have... Yeah, that's right. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so that goes there, and then acoustic panel goes here. It's loud, but if the clock goes above, that's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. Look at that. Look at that. It's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. That's a proper operation right there. Still no unveiling stories, so I guess we're just gonna have to settle for no unveiling stories. But I mean, this is utterly ludicrous, to be honest. We should be prioritizing getting a third, maybe even a fourth page for our paper, basically as quickly as we possibly can. We also need to try and unlock ads, if we can do that. How long left on this? 6 hours until we complete this? Let's go forward so that we can get this fame story. Great. And then let's pause and take stock of what it is that we need. So, statistics, it's old news. I mean, it's a silver button though, right? There we go. That's not too shabby. And then what do we need? We need gossip. Gossip. That's unrest. This is gossip. Bang that in there. We don't have any unveiling, so... I mean... Alarming, crime... Yeah, 2K. 3,200. Or 3,000. It's the same, to be fair. It was risky, but it's old news. It was risky, but it's old news. Yeah, so I don't think there's really anything... I don't think there's anything else that we can put in here that is better. No, I mean, it's still better to have the silver thing in. Look, it's good. It's good, it's just not as good as it could be, because we got a little cheeky bit of old news in there. What about this instead, actually? Because this is a star quality bit of reporting, right? Yeah, almost. What about that? I think that's the max that we can get. Yeah, let's just print with that, to be honest. I think it's good enough. I'm Yeah, I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it. It's not ideal, but hey-ho. Socialist surge, something, something. Brilliant. Well, is that record sales? That might be record sales, to be honest with you. Well, it's a few more subscribers. You're kidding me. Did I not print crime? Oh. Okay, you know what? I don't care. Screw the mayor. Screw the mayor. Print at least one mafia. I'm all in on the mafia. All in on the mafia. Let's freaking go. Let's freaking go. Okay, so I need to go. I need to get here, like, somehow. By hook or by crook. Almost certainly by crook. Crime, tragic. I mean, sure, the mafia must have a tragic crime story for me, right? Crime. There we go. Okay. I'm all in on the mafia story. Come on, we need a mafia story. Mafia story, mafia story. Mafia, gruesome. Heartbreak. Heartbreak and gruesome. I mean, look, this is going to lead to exactly what we need. And all we need to do then is find a mafia story, and we will be golden. Which is exactly what I think we can find. Come on, Heartbreak. Sure. And then here's our new story. No, Mafia here? Darn it. Close but no biscuit. Close but no biscuit. We're just going to have to keep trying. Is there maybe an economy? Maybe try an economy and a politics story that features Mafia? We might just get lucky. And, you know, I hope that we do get something. Goodness gracious me. We got all three telegrams on the go at the same time. NYC mayor in troubled waters. Yes. Yes. This is what we are after. It's a lie as well, so it's a bad bit of story. Bad news for the mayor. Oh no, what a shame. Probably going to try and sue me again, the jerk. But don't particularly care about that. Dow Jones falls below. Well, who really cares what it falls below? Doesn't really matter. Throw that into there. Yeah, so half of these will be old news by now. And to be honest, I should probably just throw them away. But I might as well keep them until the end of... Or still until we start, like, assembling the paper. I'm so happy that we can get this done. Let's have a look. So yeah, 1.5 days until that story is fully produced. Don't mind if I do. That is great. Yeah, that is absolute perfection. And that's, I think, all we need, right? Yeah. And Sunday's going to come around. Roll the presses. We don't have... What am I talking about? We've got another story to get through. We'll get these people assigned anyway. What's up? We got more to do. Hold on. Wait. No! Lawsuit dodged. Great. Allegedly. Yes, question mark. But wait, we can print this anyway, right? Oh, I could have just closed. Hold on. No, we can cancel the item. Yeah, remove this item. We don't care about that. We absolutely do not care about that because that's a negative modifier that we don't want to add to the paper. Okay. There we go. Get that added. That'll make the mafia happy. We need... Let me get this right. We need Heartbreak and Gun. Heartbreak, Gruesome, and Gun. That's exactly the combo that we want to be encouraging here. Any more... I mean, to be fair, this will sell us more papers. And then all that we need to do is make sure that this is on the back page there. Let's get an economy story. Let's get... I mean... Investigative, is that probably the best? And then there's some old news here. Any other crime stuff that we want to throw in? No, I actually think that's probably the best that we're likely to get out of this week. Yeah, I think we just need to... I think we need to accept that until we get the next modules, we're just going to be in a little bit of a sort of rough place whilst we just try and, you know, cram lots and lots of news onto not very much paper. Hey, it's more subscribers. It's on our mission. And old debt never sleeps. How is it that the Mafia is so unbelievably easy for us to to finish missions? And the Mayor, I just can't seem to do it. I don't know. Right, Flatbush, we got to go over here. We don't really have a choice. Police station, magnifier book stand. Okay, coat hanger, security booth. Ooh. I mean, that would help out against the goons, but I need to save up my influence just in case. Just in case the, just in case something else happens. Print at least one scoop. I don't know how to get a scoop, though. That's the problem. Well, we weren't offered a scoop. Sell 14,000 newspapers. This secretary seems very, very miserable. But I'm going to accept the Mafia option because, I mean, why the heck not? And I'm going in. I'm going in. I'm going all in on the Mafia, as you know. Right. Old news, old news. Couple absent for days in Canyon. Backpack found at sea. That's a society story. Okay, I mean, I'm not bothered. Let's get 600 paper. Let's get that all sorted. We should have lots and lots of stuff on the go. 2 influence points. Yes, I will take 2 influence points for nothing, and then we'll get the key information, and then we'll be able to finish the story. Let's get you over to here as well. That's an educational piece, which I would not say no to. And... yep. I tell you what, our political ability from some of our journalists, really, really pretty darn good. Really, really darn good. Educational scoop. Yep, we'll get you to do that. Great. And then what do we got over in Seattle here? We've got a sports piece. Congrats. Congrats. So, more stories, please. Absolutely more stories. We can only get 6 more stories, and none of them are a scoop, unfortunately. I mean, the Mafia might just... They might just be upset with me. I hope one of these is a scoop. Mobsters. Ugh. Not again. Maybe we do hire this security booth. Maybe that's exactly what we do. 8 days left. Fine. Any chance of a scoop? Nope. Don't think so. You know what? If we do have mobsters, then I will just hire a security guard. That is what we will do. We'll just make it happen. Cool. We'll just chance it, the fact that our, yeah. Okay, so this is a statement. Alarming. Let's do it. Sure. 1 mobster. You know what? I think we can take 1 mobster, to be honest. I mean, it's going to be a little bit of an annoying thing to deal with, but... you know what? I'm not even going to bother with the security booth. Let the mobster come in here, do a little beat up or whatever. Do, you know, scare some people a little bit, cause some damage, etc. Not that bothered. Right. Still no sign of a scoop. Literally no sign of a scoop. And there's only 1 news story left to report. Wow, we have eked all of the news out of this week. Well, I think we'll get it, to be honest. Yeah, at least 1 scoop. I just don't know how to get a scoop. I don't know how to get a scoop. Well, I guess we'll decide what to spend our valuable column inches on. Let's move forward a little bit in time. There we go. And then we'll put together the paper just towards the end of the day. It's looking good. Let's get that finished up. Perfect. And actually, can we get this finished up too? Don't mind if I do. Nice. Alright, so scoop ain't happening. Scoop ain't happening unless there is some other bit of information somewhere else. What is this? 7 hours left? Well, that's not happening before the deadline. Pretty boy Floyd sentenced. Sure, throw that in there. Influence points. Don't mind if I do. That'll probably go on the 2nd page, to be fair. Let's get this on there. Politics combo. A nice little politics combo as well. And then on the 2nd page, we got entertainment. Do we have any other entertainment stuff? Not particularly. We got another sports article, which is a nice little combo there. And another sports article here, which is also a combo. 2,400. It's good, but it's not good enough. We need an alarming crime story. And we do not have a crime story. No, that's a terrible lie. Yeah, we're going to have to remove the combos, which very unfortunately means slightly less cash because I really want to get the influence points from this. But it only means 200 less cash. Like, let's be honest, that's money that I can live with. Our expenses are high, but they're not so unbelievably, you know, catastrophically high that it's gonna outdo us. There we go, and we get those 3, which I think is absolutely worth it. Mafia, sorry. You think this city's gonna wait for you to catch up? Yeah, I dearly wish that I had satisfied your demand, but alas, no scoop in sight. Great. We're moving up the ranks, by the way. It's pretty nice. A union office. What's over here, I wonder? Reach esteemed with the Mafia to open up this hub. Okay. Well, let's see if we can try and get a day planner for the typesetter. One more week. One more week of dealing with overflow. We need more influence, man. We need way more influence. Right, Mafia hideout. You have anything? You blew it, publisher. Now beat it. Scram. Doors stay closed this time. Let's see what you've got. 114,000 papers. You know what? I'll chance it. I'll chance it. Let's pick here. Yeah, let's pick here. This seems like a great place to go. We'll also unlock access to the Union office. Cathedral. Sanctuary is earned. Let's actually go here. Let's go here so that we can get access to the cathedral. Or maybe the construction yard. Become reputable enough among the factions to learn what's being built here. I love this map. I really, really do. It's very, very cool. Oh, hello there. Hello. We were just talking about people's perception of newspapers. That's right. People like rags to riches a certain way, you know? Serious folk, they love to read all about that informational stuff. They have a thing for quality, variety, and depth to the news. Then there's folks who love the drama. Okay, what is it? Get to it. Get to it. What is it that you want? Okay. Great. Not quite sure what that was all about, but I don't think I need to care. Not in my business. Not in my business to care. Right, what do we want to publish this week? 115,000 newspapers. That's such a large amount. Outrage? Influences perception? Ah, I see. Okay, so that's it. Well, we're gonna get this done first anyway, so we need to do that. And then a politics story, of which we are very well versed in politics reporting, so that's good. What do you do down here? Sale every Sunday? Can we click on anything in this area? It does look like we can click on something. No, I guess not. Okay. No worries. Sports or defeat? We need some dirt. We need some dirt. Need some dirt on some of our stories, but that's fine. We can manage that. Low on paper. Yep, you're gonna restock the paper. That's completely fine. I wonder where we get ads. We must get ads from somewhere, like in the world. Art gallery, union office, cathedral. It's probably quite near. Courthouse. That's lawyer desk. That's how we pay off lawsuits. Lawsuit risk reduction. Yes, look at that. And we actually, it's cost me 8 influence, but it's fine. Chief of police. Throg's Neck Factory. What the heck? An elevator to get up and down stairs more quickly. Republican Committee. Ooh, okay. We can trade cash for influence points. That's kind of cool. An ad agency. That is what we're after. A sales desk is up there. So we only need to go through Harlem in order to get there. Maybe let's do that next week. Training? I don't know how we get training done. Graphic workshop? Illustration? Okay, I'm interested. I mean, there's so much stuff to do, and you just unlock it by just, like, getting to new places. Oh, this is the general. General's in the middle of something. Yeah, sorry, buddy. I didn't mean to interrupt there. It's fine. Right. What can we do? We can cause outrage here. Chemical plant accused. Let's do it. Public outrage. 3 protesters. Are you... Come on, don't shoot the messenger. Exactly. I'm reporting on this. I'm the one that that's allowed us to uncover what's going on. Either way, we're going to see what the influence situation is. Influence is perception. Is this like a left-right thing? Is that what I'm sort of picking up? Also, this is injury, risk of injury. Uh-oh. 5 days in hospital. Well, Let's throw you into this instead. Ouch, that hurt. Not for you. Hurt for Thelma, I'm afraid. Yeah, we are gonna have some protesters. I say protesters. Some rioters, I guess. Come into the Potato Times and cause quite a lot of disruption. Yep, well, this is why we need a security booth. Oh, actually, no, they're not coming in. They're not gonna destroy stuff. I guess they're just gonna... Do they just cause a nuisance? Let's have a look. They just cause loudness? What do they do? Oh, does it mean that reporters can't get in and out? Yeah, that's it. That's it. Okay, well, that's not necessarily the end of the world. Here we go. You can still get out, apparently. And we'll just have to wait just a little bit to get in, but that'll only delay the typesetting a little bit. Good thing, too, that those protests were happening outside, because it means that now I've got my 3 best reporters to go and do an urgent and breaking sports story. And this means that we're going to earn 2 times sales on sports this week. That was actually very, very fortuitous timing. Thelma, I need you back in the game. maybe I'll throw Thelma right back into the thick of it and immediately get a police fine. That would be quite funny after coming right out of hospital. But to be fair, I don't really care. What is this? Influence perception? Oh, I need dirt. I need dirt. Yeah, so I need dirt. I need to influence perception. We'd miss out on the statement, but I think that's fine. I think that's absolutely fine. This week's hot topic is sports. I am totally fine with that. Let's see. Ribbon cutting, sure. Flyweight boxing. Oh, yeah, I would like that. 16 hours. I think it's going to be a little bit touch and go there. Thelma, I really want to throw you back into the mix, but I can't do it. Let's see. Good day, officer. $400 fine. No problem. I got spare cash anyway. Let me tell you, I'm the one that's paying for that. You don't get to say you got spare cash. Thankfully, I do actually have spare cash, but that's okay. Right. I think we're gonna have an absolutely fantastic week. I cannot wait. Right. Roll the presses. Yep, we're gonna do that in just a sec. Let's finish up with a little bit of typesetting, a little bit more arranging. We got one more story. 14 hours left. Ah, you're kidding me. Is that the only dirt story we've got? Yeah, it is the only dirt story we've got. That's a bit of a kicker. That's not something I'm not a fan of, to be honest, but that's okay. This is a great first story for us to have a little look at. Do we have any politics? Any crime combos? Sports is going to be the back page. Absolutely. Or maybe actually sports should be the front page. Yeah. Let's do this. It's old news, but it's a double flag combo. And is that it for sports? Do we not have another sports story? I thought we did have another sports story. There we go. Okay, so that's nice. Loose sales. Scroll down here. And then on the back page, we'll have this. We'll have this. And we'll have this. Is that the best? Is that the best combo that we can get? Society. I mean, this is not society, but that would be less. That would be less just in general. We lose the combo, but yeah, we keep it. This is a good bit of political reporting, though. Yeah, so I think that's slightly better. Yeah, see that? Quality stars. 1,000 sales per star. Really nice. Also got an educational piece as well, which could be worth it. I mean, if I swap this in... No, it's just straight up way worse. Yeah, I mean, that educational piece is kind of interesting. $500 in order to publish this, which is great. I think we're going to sell... Yeah, we're going to sell the number of newspapers that we need in order to satisfy the mayor. Unfortunately, on the dirt stuff... Yep, there is just no way that we can deal with that. Do I have paper here? Oh, I do not have paper. I do not have the paper. Are we going to get the paper in time? Come on. Come on. Yep. There we go. Drop it off. Fantastic. And then I can just manually move it upstairs. Thank goodness I can do this. Otherwise, I'd be in for a very, very large emergency paper purchase fine or whatever it is. Right. Go. Print. Yep. We got plenty of cash. I feel like I'm really, really, really... I feel like I'm inhibited by the work in progress preview build thing. Anyway, record sales. I mean, that doesn't feel like a great week, but that actually is a great week. Hidden agenda. We actually make money out of this from the mayor for once. Only 2,000 extra subscribers. Mayor is happy. Mafia unhappy. Impressive. Maybe we'll have a chat later. Not if I can't help it. I will try and help the Mafia at all opportunities. Ooh, okay. Perception and calendar. Interesting. So I can either choose to be like a left-leaning... So this is coming up... This is coming up next month. Okay, so it's not even like a left-right thing. It's informational versus sensational. Fine. January is coming up. So in January, if we're over here, Solomon J. Wellworth of the Empire Observer steals 20% of your sales. Or, if we're over super sensational, Dolores Deadline Mallory steals 20% of your sales. Or we unlock a random object if I stick around here. 50% faster reporting on economy stories. Okay, so there's definitely like a where do we want to be, you know, sensational versus informational position. That's good to know. Nice. So we get access to the cathedral. Even the Lord did not reveal. Okay, so we need to be less sensational, more informational in order to get access to the cathedral. This is the Jersey Beacon, and this is the Empire Observer up here. Fine. Let's see if we can try and go up to Harlem next, because I want to get access to the ads. Mafia, what have you got? 2 gruesome stories? Yeah. Mobsters will come if you fail. Well, that has happened before. That has absolutely happened before, and it could very well happen again. Let's see. What would I like to do here? Let's go there. And let's get some crime stories. They need to be gruesome. They need to be extra, extra gruesome, remember? Ah, you're kidding me. I'm 1 influence point away from having a 3rd page. I feel like the 3rd page is just going to be totally, completely transformative. Some old news here. No influence on the cards. Sloppy production. Well, make it less sloppy then. Come on. Make it less sloppy. Not that hard. Right, gruesome. That is what we're after. We're after gruesome. Let's go right into gruesome. And it's not gruesome. It moves us slightly in the wrong direction because we want to be going ever so slightly more to the informational side, I think. I don't think my newspaper is like bad, like sensational versus informational. I think we're in a good place, you know. I think we want to just try and stick in that sort of like rough area. There we go. And I think having ads from next week, hopefully, fingers crossed, that'd be amazing. Right, you're in there. You are in there. Yeah, this is a really, really good game. If that's not immediately obvious, then yeah, take another look. It's flipping good. Right. So that goes there, that goes there. Inspiring. I'm still seeking something gruesome. Influences perception, but it only influences perception, remember, if we end up printing it, for which we have no obligation to do. But to be fair, if we're going to go to the hassle of actually, you know, writing up a story, typesetting it, assembling, blah, 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 probably want to do that. Outrage. But it will move us towards where we want to be going. 5 protesters? Oh, you're kidding me. Very annoying. Statistics, review, influences perception. Let's get you out of the door. Got away with it. Amazing. Ugh, because I was... I don't want to pay fines. I don't want protesters. I don't want mobsters. Oh, is this Thelma? Is that Thelma being dropped off after coming back from the hospital? Could very well be. Right, no more reporting here. No more reporting here. Oh, yeah, let's get some more paper. Just because I feel like I need it. I'm just so desperate for 1 more influence point. Please. Right, fame, entertainment. Let's do you in there. Let's go... Oh, your hands are full, but you're probably going to be blocked from... Yeah, you're probably going to be blocked from this by the reporters, but it's fine. Throw that into there, throw that into there, and then that's good. Now, do we have enough... Do we have enough stuff? I don't think we've got 2 gruesomes. That's the problem. So you know what that means? We're going to get treated to a nice visit from the... mobsters. Well, let's get it over with, I suppose. Let's get it over with. Sort by highest production time, sort by readiness. Sort by readiness. That's what we need. So, we need a statistic story. We don't even have the statistic story finished. Drama and ribbon cutting? Is that really going to be our lead? Doesn't feel great. I mean... So, nudges paper towards the sensational. So, how do I check? I check through... Is it area map? Here? Where am I? I don't know where I am in terms of, like, sensationalism. Does it say here? Hold on. Flip this. Yes, this is it. So, we need to be moving slightly more towards the sensational. Slightly more towards the... Well, you know what? Anywhere in this area is fine. If we just give him a... If we give him a 1-2 combo, we give him something sensational, and we give him something informational. So this will move us towards... Ah, I see. Okay, so that it records immediately on here. Fine. We want to be in this vicinity. 50% faster reporting. That would be good. So we want to go left by at least 1. So we'll have that there. Get a gruesome crime story. Any, like, good crime leaders? Not really. Not really. God, this is grim. This is grim. Sports stuff, we can get heavyweights, something or other. There we go. Nice sports combo. Something to throw in, I suppose. Yep, we'll throw that in as well. And then... Oh yeah, we got this as well, which is crime. Forgotten about that. So that's good. And that'll make us a little bit of money. In terms of sensationalism, it's fine. It's within the broadly okay scope of where we need to be. I need, like, slightly more paper. You are taking paper across, and I need to help you to do that. I think that we should get somebody else to do this job. No offense. I don't think you're doing a bad job. I just think we kind of need more transportation capability, and that is just not happening at the present moment. So something needs to happen, which is going to happen. They're breaking sports record themselves. There are worse crimes than burning newspaper. One of them is not reading them. I don't care what you say, as long as you buy it. Oh gosh, just embarrassing. 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 I know. Anyway, let's get a random item. Hey, baseball bat. Nice. Maybe we can use it to defend against the mobsters. New reader's interest. Category balance. Okay, so if we have, like, one of everything or something of everything, then, yeah. So for every set of 6 base categories, you get an extra 25,000 in sales. That's pretty darn good. Okay, we need to be moving the paper to here, because I do not want 20% of my sales to be stolen by either of these people. My competitors. Yeah, no siree. Okay. That was good. And hey, look, we've got access to, I hope anyway, the ad agency. Can we get through here? Can we get through here? Yes, obtain the sales desk. I do want to obtain the sales desk, but I don't want to fill my paper with ads without getting the flippin'... I need page 3. I need page 3. Come on. Select this district, I guess. We go to the stadium. Sure. It's becoming a problem. Good job last week. Really? I don't know about that, buddy. I don't know about that. In fact, no, I do know about that. It was not good. Yeah, so good, in fact, that I think some mobsters are about to treat us to, treat us to a little bit of disruption. Great, just what I always wanted. So what do we have here? We've got in the sports category, baseball bat. Yeah, this is actually pretty darn sick, to be honest. That's really nice. Yep, you're gonna... Oh, it's amazing. It's amazing. That's the Mafia story that we wanted. I mean, straight away. That's so perfect. Ooh, evidence. Nice. Well, I'm interested. Okay, let's do that. Let's do this. It's gonna influence perception slightly towards the informational, which is kind of what we're after. Because we want to make sure that we are in a very, very, very specific position this week. What do the people want? The people want sports and adventurous. Adventure sports, you'd think, would be the perfect combination. Right. What do we got here? Ooh, a scandal. Caramba, I am super interested in 2 bits of gold. I mean, literally 2 gold things that we can get. I will just take... I mean, okay, fine. I'll take this. I'll take it as an option. I don't think I need to be moving right. I think I need to be moving left. But we can worry about that. We can worry about that later. You will be ready. Public outrage. 5 protesters. I don't blame him. I feel like, bar once, I have always rolled a penalty. Every single time. I think I'm rolling a penalty. Right, give me $600 a new paper. That's fine. Yep. Journalists, get in now before everything starts to go crazy. And hope that we can pull it together, pull it all off together at the end of the day. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Amazing. So a scandal, an unveiling scandal. Let's get $300 of food as well. Protesters are blocking the entrance. Yeah, what can I do? Nothing very much. Hey, look, as long as we get these 2 gold stories in the paper, we are going to go for absolutely pure quality over quantity this week. Educational? Yeah, I mean, I think there's a good chance that we can complete this as well before we get to the end of the week. Sure. I think this is a good number of journalists, to be honest. I don't think we need any more journalists right now. We certainly don't have the capacity to do more stories. Ads, ad agency, etc. I could take, but I really think that would be a terrible thing to do, given that I still don't have the... There we go. That's what I kept you around for. Yeah, it would be a terrible thing to do, given that I don't have that page 3 for the paper, which I really, 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 really want to get. Really hopeful that we can produce just, an amazing paper for once. It would be really nice. Great. And, yep, we're about to roll the presses. Fine. A-okay with me. So, is that all of our good stuff? You're going to get done in 2 hours. You're going to get done in 6 hours. Amazing. We're going to have 2 of the finest stories going into the presses in a long time. That is great. Let's get 1 more in there. It's good. I feel like we've got some good modifiers for all of our reporters here. This is a nice place to be. Okay, so we want to go 1 to the left, or prestigious acoustic panel. This gives me prestige and it counters noise. I wouldn't say no to that. So we want to be moving. We want to be moving people over here. Let's flip this around. That gives me a really, really decent number of sales, just by default, to be honest. And it moves me out of the danger zone. We can get a combo, a golden combo. That is exceptional. And then maybe we can get a fame. Does that... I mean, there is a combo there. That is pretty good, but that does move us to the left a little bit. But then again, if we go to the... If we go to the left there, where does that put us? Yeah, I kind of want another left. That's going to be a great combo. This is a very, very good paper. Very, very good paper. Nudge's perception left. Why is that not taking? Interesting. And that, okay, so if I put it here, it looks like it's only the big sort of like headlines that, but that takes as, So why is it that it nudges left there, but it doesn't nudge left anywhere else? Interesting. I'm not sure. Well, you know what? I will settle for being here. Maybe it's only the front page. I guess it's the fact that it's on the front page. Okay, well, whatever the case. I don't care. I don't care at all. That's 145,000 papers. Print at least one Mafia story. Ooh, yeah, I kind of forgot about that. Let's throw that in there. We lose like $100, but we keep the Mafia happy, and that is fine. We've got a sports, we've got an adventurous. I mean, that's a great combo. That is an absolutely unbelievably strong combo. I don't think we can actually get stronger, to be honest. Maybe we can, but I don't care. This has got to be a new sales record, right? Is that even enough paper? Just by seven pieces, it's enough paper. Everything requires paper in this gosh darned office, by the way. Like, the toilet requires paper. The thingies, the telegraphs require paper. Hey! That is our one influence. That is absolutely exceptional. Oh, what a flippin' week. Would you look at that? I don't think you can ask for a better week, to be honest. It's time to start playing ball. I'm playing ball. Oh, yeah, so the cathedral. Yeah, it's the cathedral. That, so it's not the informational v sensational. It is the cathedral. Standing esteemed. Open up the union office. Pay him a visit, and he will represent your workers' union organization, manipulating your staff and lowering their wages. Great. Nice. Good shift. The fact that we unlock the economist trait, that's great. Is that a, is that permanent, or is that just... Or is that forever? If that's forever, then that's absolutely worth shooting for, like, pretty much every week. What do we unlock? Oh, we unlocked a lot there. Holy cow. Construction yard, yeah. That's some, like, story elements in there I think are connected to this, or at least from what I can see. Oh, I need more influence to spend on stuff. But you know what? For now... Way, printer module for the third flipping page. Yes! At long last. No, I would like to proceed with some goals. What do I want? Don't print any crime this week? I'm not dealing with that. Sell 140,000 newspapers? Look who decided to return again. Yeah, it's me. But I can get influence, and that's good. That's what I'm after. What do I want? Yeah, let's go here. Sure. I've got all of the stuff that I need, so let's make that happen. Ooh, look at this. We've unlocked training. I see. So it's an economist training ability. So we can train the reporters up with a little bit more. Okay, that's cool. And the sales desk is going to cost me, what, 8 influence? I actually have gone from having no influence to having lots of influence, relatively speaking. Printer module, yep, let's see if we can try and insert that into there. That's a third page. That is so unbelievably big. So this is a big week for us. This is a very, very big week for us. We need lots and lots of reporting. We need lots and lots of stuff to happen. Let's get some more paper. $600. Yep, let's do it. Let's get you into here. It's a politics story. We're very good at politics stories, just in general. To be fair, quite happy with how well we respond to those. Telegraph. What do we got here? I'll take the silver, actually. Yeah, that's real nice. Take the silver. Take the silver. Crime rates. Yep. Do it. Make it so. And a society? Yeah, don't mind if I do. Gets us a silver, actually. An educational silver. And you know what? We got the space on the pages now for the first time ever. There we go. Good to see. And then this, in 2 hours, we're going to get done here. And then, June, you're the one for us here. I love this. I could honestly do this all day. This is so unbelievably satisfying. Yep. Sell 140,000 newspapers. I think we can do that because there's going to be more to appeal, right? There's more people that we're going to be able to serve. because we've got more pages to put junk onto pages, which is great. It's perfect. Are we going to get every single story here? Lawsuit? Yeesh. Yes! Finally! Finally, my luck turns. Amazing. Right. That's every single story. That is literally every single story. Are we going to be able to put them all into print? Almost certainly not. But we're going to be pretty darn close. We're going to be really darn close, in fact. Yeah, roll the presses. Some of these might not make it in. 19 hours. 23 hours. Climbing expedition. Okay, let's wait until just about the end of the day. There we go. And, I mean, all bar 2. No, sorry, all bar 1 story is really, really good. I hope I've got enough paper here. If I don't, gonna be real awkward, but I think I do have enough paper. And there's a few more boxes behind this bus. Anyway, let's go printing, and then, yeah, let's deal with that. What is it that I need? I need to sell 140,000 papers. I think we're gonna manage this, to be honest. Okay, so there's different slots. Above the fold, values are tripled. Influences perception. Nothing below the fold there influences perception. Okay, so that's it. And then stuff on page 3, only in the left influences perception. Fine. So we need to be... I mean, we need to be basically here, if that's possible. We got anything that we really want to get in? I mean, this is a good story. Whether or not it's actually... I mean, it is old news. So it's a bit of a shame, but that's okay. Crime story. Yeah, maybe let's try and cluster. Let's try and cluster a little bit better. Dirt, defeats. Anything... Maybe get... Yeah, there we go. Defeat and sports. Anything other... Sports and defeat again? Heck yeah. That's perfect. Okay, so then on the next page, let's have a politics page. We can go left there, or right there even, that's fine. Politics, politics combo, politics combo. This is a better politics story, so let's put that in instead. And then on the bottom, let's have a society page, if we can. Society or ideas. Ah, politics. Hold on. There might be a better politics. Yeah, that is a slightly better politics story. We could be on course to 200,000 newspapers here, folks. This could be mega. This could be mega. This could be absolutely gargantuan. No old news, if it can be avoided. What am I looking for? Society? Yep, let's do it. Doesn't move anything anywhere. And another society combo. Close to 200k, but not quite there yet. I mean, old news being the leader, is that something that we're happy with? Yes. yes. This is a great bit of news. It's a really, really great bit of news. And not only that, it clears so much of our backlog. Right. Let's see if I've actually got enough paper here. I need like what? No. 300 and... We could be in trouble. Come on. Why does this... Oh, it's food. There you go. Take the paper to there. Is that enough paper? It's actually not. We need one more load of paper. Yeesh. Well, you know what? We're going to take paper from the toilet. There we go. Paper from the toilet and stick it right into the printing press. That is how close to the bone this organization is. But I tell you what, this is a paper to be proud of. This is a proper newspaper, a fully fledged newspaper, not just some nonsense stories. A truly incredible paper. Look at that, the Potato Times. What a paper of record. Truly amazing. And we finish our hidden agenda stuff. That is brilliant. We achieve all 3 objectives. We get ourselves a little bit of influence as well. Oh, Mafia-wise, amazing. Honestly, it's worth just completing the Mafia objective in order to try and get more influence. That is really what we need. Honestly, that is so useful. We get enhanced combos. Excellent. Perception inverter. So that's another educational thing that we can move towards. Oh, there's so many levels of depth to this game. There really, really is. Oh, it's good. It's good. It's really, really good. I'd love to buy the sales desk, but alas, I cannot. So what do we got? We've got the Navy ship. Print at least one scoop. I've been debated by that before. What does the general give me? Opens up the veteran camp in Nassau, supporting the general's hidden agenda. Opens up the hospital, offering ways to mitigate injuries. Constructs the military base at the construction yard, offering ways to improve the task speed of your employees. Opens up the steel mill. So if I was to, for example, constructs the casino at the construction yard. Aha, okay, so constructs the prison at the construction yard, offering ways to mitigate risks involving the police. Not in my city. Yeah, so there's a whole bunch of different ways. So to mess around with that. That is cool. And also, we would presumably want to go and crush the Jersey Beacon and the Empire Observer as well. Oh, this game just has it all. I absolutely love it. What can I say? I'm a huge fan. I really, really like it. 1.0, great time to check out News Tower if you haven't already. What a title, what a game. And I feel like I barely even scratched the flippin' surface of it. I mean, honestly, the fact that we've got all of these different little things to buy with influence, there's so many things to buy, there's so many places to go, there's so many, you know, dictionary books, there's a graphic design place up here, graphic workshop, illustration, you know, unlocking illustration for 16 points, that's pretty darn big, photo processing, sharpness chart, blackout curtains. I mean, there's so much here, and I barely scratched the surface of it. Anyway, you should definitely check it out. Link down in the description, as below, as per usual. Get subscribed if you're not subscribed. Thank you ever so much for watching, folks. I've been Orbital Potato. I'll catch you next time. Bye.